Happy Friday. I'm going to do a quick check and make sure that we are actually live where we're supposed to be. We should be streaming on several places right now. So I'm going to make sure that we are actually connected. I wanted to come live today and give kind of a sneak peek at what we have got going on here at Caiden's Corner. So, for those of you that are just joining, I'm going to give a sneak peek at kind of what's happening in our world here at Caden's Corner. If you're new here, Caden's Corner is actually a nonprofit in Gulf Coast, Mississippi that supports autism families here locally. And so we have been really just excited and doing so much in the community. And we're really excited about what's coming. So for the fall and for the holidays now, we wanted to bring something really fun and interactive, but also just inspiring and a way for us to kind of bring the community together. And so our board actually came up with something really fun. If you haven't already seen us talking about this, we have put together some advent calendars, and they're sensory friendly advent calendars, 24 days worth of sensory items. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek at that today, what that looks like. And then I can answer any questions, of course. So at any point in time during this, if you want the link to grab one, if you were watching on Facebook, if you were watching on YouTube or our Instagram, then you can just comment #sensory and we'll get you that link. If for some reason that doesn't come through, shoot us a DM. We will absolutely get that for you. If you're watching on TikTok right now, you should be able to comment and I can send that to you, or you can check the link at the top of my page and get that as well. For some reason, we are not streaming on our Facebook page though. So that is not cool. Let me double check this really quick, you guys. I want to make sure. If not, I can always upload it after the fact. And that might be what we do just so that we can move through this quickly. Yeah, it's not connecting to our Facebook page. That's okay. We are here. I'm so excited that you're here watching. Let's go ahead and dive into what we have. So, first and foremost, again, we wanted this to be really interactive and really fun. So, we are including 24 days, a full 24-day advent calendar. And I know one question we've gotten already on our Facebook page is, um, do you have to be on the spectrum, or does the child have to be on the spectrum to enjoy this? Absolutely not. Okay. Every child loves sensory items. And I'm going to move through some of these quickly because my kids get off the bus in like 20 minutes. And if they come in here and see all these things, it's going to get wild. So I want it to be a surprise for them as well. I'm just going to show you a sneak peek of a few things that have come in so far. We have, again, 24 full days. So not everything is in yet. And we are really excited. Our goal to get these out and ready to deliver to you or ship to you is November 15th. So we've ordered custom boxes, Caiden Corner custom boxes with our logo on them. They're super fun. And we're waiting on those that are in production. But we should have everything in our hands by November 15th to go ahead and get those out. If you are local to us, we will have pickup options, delivery options in Harrison and Hancock County, Mississippi. If you're not local to us, we will ship them nationwide. So you can absolutely order. We do have a shipping option, and we appreciate that. So every single purchase goes back into the foundation, allows us to continue to create resources and support for families on the spectrum. But also, it's very interactive and fun. And I'm going to give you a little bit of details on that before I do the sneak peek. So we have created a Facebook event for the advent calendars, and every day starting December 1st, when advent calendars traditionally start, we will have a post in that group, and we want it to be interactive. Every child will receive the same item each day throughout the 24 days. So again, it might be a different color, it might be a different design, but it will be the same item. And we will have inside that group a post. We'd love for you to share and interact with it, how your child, a video of their face, their reaction when they opened it, a photo of them with it, if they loved it. If they didn't, we want to hear if they didn't love it, so that next year we can do even bigger and better. But we put this together. One, it's an option to have an advent calendar that's not candy, right? That's always fun. Don't hype them up before we send them to school or if you homeschool before you start doing the work, but also, again, an item that they can keep and see benefit from. So our team here at Caiden's Corner, we have OT on our beautiful programs chair is an occupational therapist. I obviously have lived experience of using sensory tools with my son Caiden. We have nurses on our board. We have educators on our board. So we went through each one of these to see if we could come up with items that the children could benefit from, but also have fun with. So again, every day during the 24 days, we'll have something interactive. We'll answer questions. There might be some of these sensory tools I've never even seen, and so I'm like, how do you use that, or what is that for? So we could answer questions in there and just really wrap our arms around everyone during the holidays, because it is a very overwhelming and overstimulating time during the holidays for a lot of people. So again, if you're just joining us, I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek at what is in our sensory advent calendar. And again, every single dollar goes back into us supporting autism families. We are a 501c3. We do have a nonprofit status. So, just know that you are supporting this foundation. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek again. These are just a few of the 24 items, and then we may do another live before we actually package them, or while we're packaging them, to show you. But I'll just dive right in. So one of the really fun things your child would get inside one of the boxes would be these little dudes. Okay. They're called rich Tims. Okay. Caiden have several of these that actually look like robots, which we do have some robots. They're not in yet. They haven't come in yet, but we do have some robots that will also be included in the advent calendar. So there's a bunch of different colors. When you order the advent calendar, we ask on the order form what your child's name is. We will have obviously the custom box, but then we want it to look like a gift when they receive it. So we will be putting name tags on them. And, we will try our best to, divvy out the colors between ages and things like that. But these come in a lot of different colors, and they're super, super fun. I think there's a total of 6 colors in these boxes. So obviously only one of these will fit in an advent calendar box. You know how each little day has a little box, but they're so fun. They're little suction cup guys. So you can, suction cup them to anything that you want. They're really stretchy and just fun for the kids, in their hand size, something that they can play with throughout the year, not candy. So definitely an interactive way. And we're thinking of some really crafty ways when we do the inclusive posts each day of how we can kind of connect these into that theme of the children being interactive with them. So we thought these were super fun. Again, fun sensory toy that they will get. All right. So that's just one of the days. Okay. Another day we will have, and we thought these were really, really cool. I have never actually seen these before, but they are zipper bracelets. So the children will get a bracelet. These, I wouldn't worry about the size. They fit my wrist too. So they are a really good size. We have tons of different colors. So again, we can't guarantee any specific color in a box, but lots and lots and lots of different colors. Very sensory fun. Again, bracelet they can do that is a zipper. So this was a really fun way for them to be able to, stem and have some input right there on their wrist. So we thought these were super cool. Again, I've never actually even seen these before, but our OT thought these would be a really fun addition to put in there for the kids. So I thought they were cool. And again, they're in oh my gosh, we probably have 50 different colors of them. So each child, obviously this would be in a separate day, 24 full days in the advent calendar. So a lot of fun for that. The next thing, okay, and we tried really hard because someone asked me at a recent event, what do I mean by, oh my gosh, the comments on TikTok they never surprise me. So someone asked me a while back, what do we mean by sensory items or sensory tool? And there's a lot of different definitions when it comes to that, but think about your senses, right? Hearing, your eyesight, obviously touch, taste. And someone asked me to kind of give them a simplified definition. And I was like, well, if you think about it, almost anything that would annoy a parent could a lot of times be considered a sensory item. And slime is one of them. So we tried really hard to not pick a ton of items that would make a mess in your house, but we did find some galaxy slime. We had to include it. So there is going to be one of the days there will be some galaxy slime. Fun little bubbles they come in here. So don't worry, your child's not going to just, yank some nasty slime out. They're pre-packaged little galaxy slimes, but the kids are going to love these, and it shouldn't be too much to where it causes, you know, a really big mess. But lots of different colors here. I know my son's going to be super excited about these. He loves all things space. So we thought these were really fun to include as well. For those of you just hopping on, I saw the question. We are just doing a little sneak peek at what is inside our sensory advent calendar. So another thing that we have going in the calendars, and we have some of these in our Calming Corner right now that we set up at events. We do parent workshops monthly. We also have quarterly events. Our next event, well, we have 2 events coming up. So in November, we have Coffee with Caregivers. If you're local to us, that's going to be at the Kill Library on November 1st. And we are going to be spending the first hour and a half talking about the early signs, because we know we have a lot of children here locally that maybe have a reasoning through their IEP, but they don't have an official diagnosis, and the parents aren't sure, where or who to contact about getting a diagnosis. Or we might even have some parents whose child was referred to First Steps here in Mississippi, but hasn't actually been screened or received any kind of evaluation through a medical provider. So they're kind of curious what those signs might be before they go find a medical provider. So the first hour and a half, we'll be going over some of those those early signs to look for, things that you can do, what providers to reach out to. And then the last hour and a half, we will actually do a live Q&A. Myself and my program's chair, who, like I said, is a licensed occupational therapist, will be there answering questions, because we know here locally, we have a lot of parents that don't know that they qualify for the Katie Beckett waiver. We have a lot of parents that don't know what their rights are when it comes to an IEP. We have a lot of parents that don't know if they should start with OT or speech therapy, if they should start with ABA, if ABA even is something that would benefit their child. So we're going to just rapid fire questions. I am there to answer any questions. And if I don't know the answer, we will find the answer. We will help you find the answer. But our second event is in December 4th. So that will actually be hosted at Lynn Meadows Discovery Center. We're having a sensory-friendly Santa workshop. So that's going to be super fun. We do have a Santa who has done an event with me in the past, who is just absolutely incredible. And I'm really excited to do this. So with that being said, we have some of these items in our calming corner that we bring to our events, and just our sensory buckets that we bring to events. And there's some of these sensory rings. So I'm going to show you some of these. And there's lots of different colors, lots of different textures. Okay, you can see these. But these are a really fun and small, I know they're a small item, but they're an easy way for a child to kind of get some of that texture and that input without having a noisy item or something that's really large or clunky. And so this is really easy, especially I've actually heard from a few middle school parents that these are great for the children during like middle school, right? Because maybe they're getting to an age where they don't necessarily want to be seen with a sensory tool. So these are really fun. Again, a lot of different textures. We have different colors. So each Advent calendar will have one of these in one of the days. So it'll just be a surprise which one you get, what color you get. But we've heard from, like I said, several parents and children, older children, that they absolutely love these. So we had to put those in the calendar as well. Let's see, what else do we have? We have got, these are so fun, but they are loud. And so I'm sorry about those. But we have some of these, and it's kind of hard to see with the light. They've got a texture on them. They do squeak, which is a little annoying, but they do have a light in them as well. So I know it's kind of hard to see with the sun, but they light up at night. So it's got a fun texture. It's got the little finger attachment to it. And so each of the sensory calendars will also have one of these in there. Lots of different colors, greens, blues, reds, pinks, you name it. But just a really fun item for the kids. as well. Let's see, what else do we have? We also have, the iconic fidget spinner. So I'm going to get one of these out. We got tons and tons and tons of colors of fidget spinners. So it'll kind of, again, be a surprise at what color your child receives. But each one of them will also have a fidget spinner included. So these are always fun. I know Caiden loves these and my daughter loves these. But just really fun fidget spinners. So we've got red, blue, green, yellow, all the primary colors for the most part. But each advent calendar will have a fidget spinner in it one day. These are fun, easy on the go, something you can always kind of keep with you. Kids absolutely love these. I know my oldest had like a whole collection when they first came out. He had to have the newest one every time a new one came out. All right, what else do we have? Okay, these are fun. And these are such a hit in our calming corner and at our events that they've gone missing. And I don't say that in a bad way. Like, we buy things for the kids. So if a kid loves one enough to sneak it into his mom's purse, I'm not going to be that mad about it, honestly. But I think the kids, they don't do that on purpose. They love them so much, they're in their hands and then they go to leave the events. But they're these little caterpillars. I know that's crazy, but they're stretchy. And obviously we have lots of different colors. These are so fun. Like I said, the ones we had have gone missing. So we had to buy us some new ones. But stretchy, fun. I've even seen one kid tie it around their wrist like a bracelet. A lot of different texture to it. It's gummy. It's just fun to play with. Keeps their hands busy. Sensory input for sure. So we're really excited about these caterpillars as well. We've got, what else came in? Again, we've got 24 different items. So not all of them are even here yet. Oh, Pop-It bracelets. So these are also always fun. Every kid loves Pop-Its. Okay. So we've got tons of different colors of the Pop-It bracelets. Again, they tie on like a little bracelet like this. Kids can have them all different colors. Got the little Pop-Its on there. We know that the kids love Pop-Its so much at our events. I think we have 3 different types of Pop-Its that will be included in the advent calendar. But the bracelets are one of them. Again, lots of different colors. Just fun, something fun for them, something interactive. And each day, getting a different item each day, they're kind of building their own little sensory kit to keep with them at home or build a bag for them when they're out and about at the holidays. Our most recent parent workshop was about, how to deal with overload and sensory overstimulation during the holidays. So we're kind of helping you build a little bit of a kit for them to take to the family's house and to grandma's and everywhere they go throughout the holidays as well, to kind of keep them occupied and regulated. So that was kind of our goal as well, is to help you build that kit that you can take on the go. A different Pop-It we have here, and there's a couple different shapes. So it'll be kind of a surprise what shape they get. Some of them are little ornaments. Some of them are hearts. Some of them are rectangles, squares. But this actually is almost like a keychain. So it could go in their backpack. You could have it on the go, wherever you are. But again, hearts, we've got squares, and we'll put the little keychain in there for you before we put it into the advent calendar. But again, just fun, something easy for them to have in their hands during the overload of the holidays. Let's see, what else? So we've got some slap bracelets that came in. We know all kids love slap bracelets, so we have some Christmas slap bracelets will be in one of the boxes. So lots of different themes here, colors here, but each kid will get a slap bracelet. So that will go in there. My watch. I don't know a kid that doesn't love a slap bracelet, honestly. So something fun for them during the holidays as well. This is just one of those festive items we wanted to put in there that they could have. And then, let's see. We also got some silly hands. So I'm not going to pull out the silly hands because they are sticky. And the last thing I want is for them to get dust or something on them before they get packed up. But the silly hands that you used to get out of the gumball machine where it slaps and it's like silly, each kid will actually get 2 of those in one of their little advent calendar boxes. So they're nice and wrapped and covered in plastic to keep from, picking up dust and all that stuff. So I'm not going to unwrap those. But our silly hands have come in. And I think that's pretty much everything that's come in so far. We've got shipments coming in every single day. Like I said, our custom boxes are on the way. So we are just so excited to be able to bring this something fun, something interactive, something that will benefit them. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can DM me, you can DM Caiden's Corner and ask us. But the calendars themselves, again, are expected to be ready for delivery November 15th, delivery or shipment. So if you're local to us, we will have pickup options, delivery options. And then if you're not local to us, we will ship it to you. So we will start December 1st for the full 24 days. We'll have it interactive in our Facebook event. And that will be plenty. That's 2 weeks, plenty enough time. I know it's hard to even think about Advent calendars and Christmas right now. We haven't even gotten through Halloween, but we only have 100 and they've already started selling. They're going very quickly. So if you wanted to take advantage of that, I would not wait. I would grab one now before they're gone, before they sell out, and all proceeds benefit Caiden's Corner. So we appreciate so much. We wanted to just kind of give you a little bit of behind the scenes, what we've been working on. And if you haven't already registered for upcoming events, make sure you do so. You can comment #sensory on this video wherever you're watching, and we will get you the link to grab one, or you can find it on caidenscorner.com. But with that being said, I ended with like 3 minutes to spare. My kids are about to get off the bus, and I got to hide all this very quickly. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're very excited. We're very grateful for all of our sponsors that have put in to help us get started this year. We're excited about what is coming. A lot is happening behind the scenes, and we can't wait to see you in the 24 days of sensory joy. So everyone have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you soon.